So in this video, I'm talking about the refinance stage on, we've got 14 flats being refinanced post title split. So this is the best part of the actual strategy when you start to get money out of your deal. In our case, we've got £2.4 million worth of asset that we've got, and we're going to take out 75% on the loan, 75% loan to value on those 2.4 million pound worth of assets. And today, well, this morning, I've just been working out how and what products we choose. So in effect, what I get is a recommendation from my brokers. My broker, I should say, is bloody good, and he's been with me for probably 10 years now, and he's pretty much in-house, and he has sent me a list of products that and my preference is always 5% fixed rate. Why? Because yes, it's very expensive at the moment, but ultimately my game is very much about buy, upgrade, split, refinance on a long-term product, move on. And whilst right now the market is very much on the way down, but not quite there yet. A 5% interest rate right now is fluctuating around 5-ish%. So we're getting deals from 4.99, and the highest one right now is 5.5. So you've probably 0.5% difference between one product provider and the other. So you've got to make sure that you at least look at the so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's giving me 5 different providers: Land Bay, Foundation, Kent Reliance, etc., etc. And my job this morning was just to look at, well, if I'm borrowing on average 75% of each of these flats, then how much is that going to cost me per month, per year, I should say. So I take, let's say, for example, I'm borrowing, the value of one flat is 220 grand. 75% of one of those flats will be 165,000. Then I take that 165,000 amount and I times it by the percentage on arrangement fee. Most cases they're charging 5% arrangement, well, between 2.5% to 5%. So sometimes you see a lender yo-yoing with a higher arrangement fee, a lower product rate, interest rate, or vice versa. They have a higher interest rate but with a lower arrangement fee. A very good example is Land Bay charging 4.99 with 5% arrangement versus the highest one is Foundation Home Loans. It's charging 5.54 interest rate with a 2.25 arrangement. So almost half the arrangement fee, but 0.50% on an interest. So you've got to then try and decipher, well, what is the best product? So what I've just done is basically taken £165,000 times the interest rate that bank's, 165,000 plus the arrangement fee. So that gives me a net borrowing, and then I times that by the interest rate that they're charging. And what I found was, what I started when I looked at it, oh God, I can't tell the difference here. Well, is there a big difference between those 5 providers? But actually there is one that stands out quite a lot. Out of the 5 that I've reviewed over a 5-year period, the total cost, including arrangement fee that I add to the 165,000, will now actually, there's one that stands out completely out of everybody else, with almost a £3,000 plus savings for the 5 years. So it's about £600 per month, per year, 50 quid per month. Still nothing to to turn noses up here, because if we can get most of our refinance through this particular lender, we are pretty much, let's say, we won't, but let's say we were going to do all 14 with them. That's 14 is 3,000, 30,000, 42,000 pounds worth of savings over a 5-year period. So it massively makes a difference. So it's important here to really understand the cost of borrowing, so the interest rate, the arrangement fee, the percentage of arrangement fee. If you're adding that to the loan, how much is that going to cost you? Because those two added together is then affected by the amount you borrow plus the arrangement fee is affected by the interest rate. So in our case, when I said one of them is 4.99 with a 5% arrangement fee, that one intuitively sounded like it was going to be a lot more money with a 5% arrangement fee versus the one with a 0.5% mortgage interest rate at 2.25 arrangement fee. Intuitively you think, well, 2.25 arrangement is going to be cheaper over the 5-year period. Incidentally, it's actually a lot more money. So Foundation is 46. So between the one with a higher arrangement fee and the lower arrangement fee, there is over £3,000 worth of savings. So you've got to make sure, especially when you're doing a title split strategy, you've got multiple flats, multiple borrowing. It is not one house, it is not one HMO. You've got to get your exit financing right as well, because that's where your profit comes on. Your passive income is reliant on these, because if you are overpaying each month, your passive income is reduced because you're paying more towards the bank. Hope that helps. If you can, if you got any questions, you can DM me, but also have a look at my website www.quidditygroup.co.uk. I specialize in title splits. I am the only one actually now on the market that's actually doing a lot of the one-to-one training, because I believe in very much hand-holding you for the process, because most people that turn up to my course actually either have been to masterminds, they've been to plenty of sit down with 30, 50 or 100 people, and they've struggled to then move to the next steps. And it's obvious to me why, because people just need, they've got the education, they've got the knowledge, but they just need that first handhold to say, okay, well, what about this? I get questions like, well, I went on site and I saw this, or I went on a site visit, there was this piece of information that I needed just to check my sanity on. Yesterday I had somebody rings me and says to me, well, there is no planning on one of those blocks, so is this a no-go? And I gave him the reason why we can actually work around this and actually get him to buy and fix that problem. So all of that is, you can only cover so much in a sit-down course over a 2-day period. On a one-to-one, I'll work with you over that period of 12 months to get you to find your block, how to buy it, what to do with it, how to refinance it, and how to take your money out. And this is the stage now where we're taking money out.